guy who truly appreciates the development of men more than any coach I've ever been in America. This guy wants you to be the best coach and the best human being, the best player and the best human being you could possibly be. I wanted to give 3 great claps to the best coach in the United States of America, Coach Urban Meyer. Ready? Ready? OH! OH!
Let's hear for our camp director, Tim Hinton. Thanks for being here, and thanks to the parents for coming here. I wanted to just visit with you a couple minutes about some things that are very important to me, some things very important to the Buckeyes, and the older I get, the longer I coach, I just want to make sure that there's clarity. And clarity is this: sometimes, especially young people, when they get confused, you're not clear on what's important. So for example, when I was just started out coaching, it was really, they didn't have camps. They didn't have all the .com and all the what ranking, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. There was none of that. The old school, and listen closely, I want to see your eyes because I'm not going to keep you long. In the old school, I remember when I was your age, I'd hear people say the old school. In the old school, you know what you did? You played really hard. You played really hard and played for your coach. You didn't have parents and uncles and .coms and all these recruiting agencies all involved. I'll say it again, in the old school, you played really hard for your coach. There weren't camps. If you went for camp, you went to improve your skill to help your team play. And that's changed, which is, it's fine, it's changed. But what's happening, more and more effort is put into camps. And they're put into what kind of star am I? What kind of ranking am I? And what happens, the emphasis is taken away from whom? Your team and your coach. I'm a big fan of the coach. I love players, but I love coaches. There's nothing, eyes up here, there's nothing quite like walking in a great high school program. When you walk in the locker room, it's spotless. You walk in the weight room, all the weights are shined up and it's put on there. And then your coach has all the goals and all the stats of his team. And you see his players walk in and they look sharp. They look sharp, they're kind of jacked up, you can tell they train. And the weight coach gets them in there and he breaks them down. And they work again, and I watch them work. Then I go out, watch them practice, and guess what they do? They work their ass off for each other. When they break down, you don't see some guys do this, you see the whole team in there. I want players like that here. So back to the way I started, there's confusion out there. People are confused. They work more for the camp than they work for the team. And that's a failure. That's a failure by us as coaches. We have some incredible college coaches here. I don't want to speak for them, but I'm going to. Here's what we look for. When I walk into a high school, I want to know, are you a good teammate? I want to know if your parents are good parents. Are they a pain in the ass to the coach? If they are, we don't take you. We want parents and families that support the coach because he's the coach. He's in charge. He works really hard at it. And the coach deserves your respect because you are probably the better players on your team. And if you respect your coach, the rest of the players respect your coach. So first thing I ask is what? What kind of teammate are you? What kind of teammate are you? And part of being a great teammate is, do you respect your coach? Does your family respect the coach? Are you great to have on the team? And a great teammate is always there when it gets the hardest. We have a saying around here, give us your very best. When I needed you the most, did you give me your very best? That's the saying we live by here. So first is, are you a great teammate? Number 2, in the big game, do you play your best? Sometimes I watch players and I see them play against the lesser opponents. You know what? They play great. But when you get against your rival or against a very good team, what happens? They don't show up. So I'm giving you advice. You can take it with you, and I hope the parents listen as well. You know, I'm seeing too much. I'm hearing about, I'll go in and start talking to coaches. They say, yeah, but the families, they don't support us and all that. I'm like, what are you talking about? In there we have 8 national championships. I can only speak to one. We won it a couple years ago. It might happen. We had the best parents, best families, best everything. And when it got really hard, everybody came together, we won. So number one, are you a great teammate? Number two, do you play your very best in the big games? Once again, I'm speaking on behalf of all the coaches here today. They don't necessarily just look at your 40 time, your vertical jump, how you did in shorts and a t-shirt. They want to go in and hear that coach say, that's my guy. When it gets really hard, that's my guy. On fourth down, I give him the ball. If he's a lineman, I run behind him. That's what should be in your mind. So I'm going to close with how I started. For some reason, a lot of confusion. Hey, I don't understand why I'm not getting recruited. I ran well in the camp. Well, are you a good teammate? Are your parents very supportive of the coach? That should answer the question. Well, I'm an average teammate. Maybe my parents don't. Watch what happens if you're a very good player. I'm the best teammate I can possibly be. I play my best in the big games, and my family supports our coaching staff. What do you think is going to happen to you? Boom! Anything you want. Because I can, once again, speak on behalf of everybody. That's what everybody's looking for. And I think there's some confusion out there. Be the best teammate you can be, play your best in the big game, and your family support that coach and that program. And go win. And go win. And go win. If you go home today and the locker room's not right, get the players together and clean that locker room, man. If the locker room people are throwing crap on the ground, grab a guy by the back of the neck and say, man, clean up, that's our locker room. You don't wait for a coach to do that. That's your team. I'm just telling you what I want. You walk in our locker room, that locker room better be clean. When I hear of families, they do nothing but support our program. If they don't, we ask them not to come back anymore. Because we don't need that. Football's a hard game. It's about, you guys know, I'm seeing a bunch of tired guys. You know what happens in August, right? It's about to get real hard. It's called training camp. And you need everybody on the same page. So be the best teammate you can be. And that starts right now. If you are, keep going. If you're not, change. Become that great teammate. And you'll get recruited by any school you want. So appreciate you being here today. I know it's hot. I know you guys did a great job bouncing around. And we have some very talented guys here. This is one of the more talented camps we've ever had. I appreciate you. I appreciate your families for being here. And go enjoy for your senior year, which I think most of you are. You go enjoy the heck out of that and get ready to play your best year of football. Go Bucks!